Well, what's up, everybody? Y'all know it is my favorite day of the week because it is time for a new Tuesday Talks with Tiff. Can y'all believe it's December already? OMG. It's the end of the year, y'all. 2025 did just like that, okay? And guess what? January Tuesday Talks with Tiff will be 2 years old. I'm not having a birthday party yet, but trust and believe it will be some posts out, so be on the lookout for those. I will be going on a little hiatus, probably the week before Christmas. I'm gonna come and talk about that, not give too much detail, but I got some health things going on, so I'm probably gonna be on a hiatus a little bit longer, but I will still be in the fold and still giving y'all my opinions about certain things, okay? But we'll talk about that later because I want to get into this week's subject, okay? So, look, I want to talk about women's intuition, okay? But I want y'all to hear where I'm coming from. So, this conversation is just not for men. I mean, for women. This is for men too. So, men, why don't y'all come in and get a little perspective, okay? Let me give y'all my opinion. So, I was watching this video, and this woman asked this man a question about, it was a dating question, but she was just saying, how do we know? How do we this? Because she felt something in her spirit that was telling her that something was off. And the first thing the man asked her was, well, what are you feeling? And she said, I feel like something is wrong. And he said, so why are you not paying attention to the intuition that you were born with? And that got me to thinking. So I did a little research because I love to kind of, try to see instincts of men and women. And what I mean by that is, what do we have that we possess that works within us that helps a relationship work with a man with his instincts? And in all the research that I did, videos, spiritual guidance, all of this, women really are born with intuition. But if we're looking at it on a spiritual standpoint, it's the spirit of discernment. But we actually have it. But it wasn't until I broke down why we have it is the reasoning why. So I've always heard the saying, a woman's intuition never fails her, it never lies to her, it never this. And it doesn't. I think what happens is that either we get fearful that we don't want confrontation off of what we're feeling, or that we're going to lose out questioning what we're feeling, whether that's a relationship, whether that's a friendship, family ship, etc., etc., etc. But normally, our intuition is not lying to us. When we feel something off, ding, 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 something ain't right. So I wanted to know, why do we have this? Why is it so easy for us to come by it? I'm going to say this: in my 40s, my intuition has never failed me. It probably has never failed me before that, but it's like when you intentionally are using something that you instinctively have, it has never failed me. I didn't have to go look, I didn't have to research. I'm telling you, God said it right at my doorstep, and I was like, I knew it. I didn't have to confront it. I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was trust in what I felt, pray about it, and watch it manifest. Okay. So now I'm thinking to myself, well, how is it that us as women, we have this? Because I want to know. Here it goes. We were born with intuition due to the fact that we're preyed upon. I'm going to repeat that again. We were born with intuition because we are preyed upon. So let me do this. Men are naturally predators. That doesn't mean it's bad. It means that they search for a woman. They can see her, they can sense her, they can smell her. A woman natural instinct is not to search for a man. So if we're preyed upon, our intuition is our part to help us navigate through the predators. What's right, what's not right. But remember, I said that we don't always use it. How? Because we're afraid that we're going to lose out on something, we're going to remove something, no confrontation, none of this. But we have it in us and we're supposed to. Think about it also this way. Why are lionesses the hunters? Because they can feel a predator. They know how to relax themselves, what they call it, pouncing. They know how to get low. They can tell what's coming from the east and the west, the north and the south. They can hear sounds. They know footprints. They know everything. Because of their intuition, they can bring the food back. Never thought about it like that. Never thought about it at all until I did this research. So, if we as women knew what we possessed and used it for the goodness of ourselves, I'm not trying to say in our natural ways of being human beings that we don't feel, we don't, have heartbreak and disappointments and different things like that. But a lot of us would not be in situations that we've either been in, took a long time to get out of, try to hold on to things if we listen and pay attention and maneuver through our intuitions, or what I like to call it, discernment. Because when you put the spiritual part on it, you can never lose. So we have this instinct because we're preyed upon. It's a natural instinct. So women, use it. Especially when you get into these big ages. Don't nobody got time to be sitting up here questioning this, doing this. If it don't feel right, move. If it does not feel right, don't answer. If it does not feel right, don't go. I'm telling you, it will never, ever, ever fail you. Because the thing about it is, we can remove predator-like situations. And like I said, that can be relationship, family, friend, etc. Listen to your intuition. So that's my Tuesday talk today. I will be back next Tuesday because we all got to talk about something. So be ready for my next subject. I'm not going to tell you yet. I always tell you on the day of. But let me know, what's some of your intuitions? Let me know, do you have it? And also let me know, do you listen to it? So until next Tuesday, be your own unique self. Enjoy this winter weather, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.